Yo, it's day 145 according to the board. We're gonna put our nice cool tabard on our friend Bob. I'm gonna put some armor on. I swear to you, they were just sirens, so we kind of missed them. I got a little late start. I was watching Woodland. I didn't feel like getting right on. Now we are. We just missed sirens. Alex. Oh yeah, it's just strictly longsword for probably a couple hours. Yo, Alex, thanks for the rose. Roses. Hey, how's it going today? Oh man. All right, 10:29. We're going until about 12:39. It'll be great. Get a good workout in. Got a tournament a week from today, or no, a week from 8 days from today, something like that. Whatever. So we gotta get some exercise in the armor. I was thinking of not even buckling this up. The main thing is I'm getting the weight from the arms and stuff. Do a kickflip. Oh, if I could, I would. I think we even talked about that before. I used to skateboard a lot. And I always had trouble sometimes, like, mastering some tricks. Though I skated for years. But when I skated, like, vert and things, I could flip it with my... Yo, Maximilian! I could flip it with my hand and land on it. Again. I don't even know what those are called anymore. If I could kickflip, I would. I was thinking I should break the board out. Go for a ride in armor. Maybe one day. Yo! Ding, ding, ding. What's up? We're back. Little talk show action this morning. World, I decided I'm gonna every morning just to yo. Oh, he's here. He's here, everybody. Drama alert. Woo woo, ding ding. He's right there. Fight. Oh, I start yelling fight. It'll probably get us bump us already. Yo, how's it going? Gonna make sure these are all lined up. All right. I'll just tie one or two of these. Yeah. Man. We gotta have fake drama, everybody on here, just so we know, to get popular anymore. Wow, there's so much wind. just guess what we could do. We could probably have pictures AI versions of ourselves fight. Then we won't even have to get our hands dirty. I should have an AI bot that comes and just start drama in chat. Wait, well, I saw a thing about parried. No! Oh, you're for real? Got to spend that on your furnace. You parried my bro. Hit sorry, he broke his cross guard. Oh my god. I mean, I guess either that or he either a good swordsman or a bad blacksmith. You proved it. Not to buy those swords. Man. That's crazy that you guys spend on a furnace. I mean, it's not crazy. It's crazy that it's that much, but I know it's that price. Yo! Yeah, well, yo, OG, what's up? Welcome to Arms Over Coffee, where the drama is fake, but the sword blows are real. You're right. You know, I had a whole live stream just a minute ago. But before we get started, let me get these gauntlets. I try not to leave the live stream. I try not to leave the camera. We got the gauntlets right here. We're going to have a day to polish these things up. I don't know how they got rusty, man, but it sucks. We'll just bring our water over here, too. Toast, hope things are going good for you. My next fight is in like 8 or 9 days. I have to get not a lot of, but I need to get some armor practice in, starting today. Actually, it started the last time I did it. Yo, coffee night. Oh, shoot. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for hitting the likes. Here we are, getting some exercise in. Yo, we gotta have drama, right? So Woodland was just saying now we can get bumped off the FYP for meeting people. Do you know in her chat, somebody left their real phone number. They like spammed it, so I called it. It was like a real dude. He's like, the first time he just hung up right away. So when I called back, he's like, hello? I was like, hey, I was like, yo, I was like, yeah, with this voice. I was like, yo, what's up? Yo, from TikTok. He's like, and then I was like, wait, my mom's calling me. I gotta go. And I hung up. So, but yeah, he's a real guy. Put his real number in Woodland's chat. How funny is that? It was handmade by a blacksmith at our village. Well, I mean, things can happen. Maybe, yeah, I wouldn't say one broken cross guard. I mean, don't buy from somebody, but that's crazy that you broke it. Yeah. Do you know there's like 156 people or 165? One of those two numbers. I think it's 165. I just remember it backwards. Yo, yeah, Big Man Visuals. That the morning show. I'm trying to have a topic to talk about every day. Oh, do you know what's really weird about this? And kind of gross. This is aluminum. Like, can you see that the water inside here is gray because it's an aluminum cap? Aluminum's not good for you. I don't know if I should drink this. I just might actually. Yo, thanks for letting him cook. Bro. Right, yeah. Even a bird. So, yeah, I should say, like, Coffee Nights had a great point. Yeah, we're not gonna. I'm gonna put the lid on this. I think we're done drinking these. You know what I'll do? I'll just fill them up for the live stream and not put a cap on them. I can't confirm. Let's see. This is how we do it. Yo, look at that. Oh, my God. I'm gonna have Alzheimer's, everybody. Isn't that what aluminum does to you? Ah, shit. I love these water bottles. I've been drinking these for a long time. Do you know that? Sometimes I'll crush like 2 of these in a live stream. Oh man, I never. How did I not think that could happen? You're screwing aluminum metal into aluminum metal. Duh. Man, everybody, I'm gonna have Alzheimer's probably by the time 60. Unfortunately, I've just discovered that. Yeah, but this guy posted his real phone number. How do you do that? No, here's a solution. Look, this is the old school one. This has just been laying here in the fire pit. It has a plastic cap. I just need to take the cap off of this. That's what we need to do. This is like, they're great water bottles. You're never gonna change your mind about it. But now I think I might have been poisoning myself. But anyways, let's get some reps in here. I'm not so concerned. We're doing sets of 100 or something, 100, 120. I'm not too concerned about. There's no counter on Bob today. It's all mental. I just want to get the reps in, and I got to get these all shined up. I'm so mad that these things. I cleaned these up so well, and I had them sitting out, and they got rusty. Man, do you know how ultimate. How depressing that is to me that I have been fighting an armor for years and my stuff can still get rusty. What is yo, you're right. I should. I have one. I just don't know. I think I have one. I don't know. I guess I probably could. I mean, it's metal, right? And yeah, it doesn't take long at all. And how does that dude post his real phone number in a chat room with 165 people? Like I called it immediately as soon as he posted it. I dialed the number. Wire wheel. Yeah, we're going to have to. Tyler's there. What's up? What's up, dog? What's up, Tokyo? Tokyo. Well, you know what? I actually did that. I had that kind of oil for the protection. I thought it was good. No, it was a real number. It was a real number, dude. For I see what you're saying. A revenge call. Could be. Yeah, as soon as he posted it, I dialed it. It's like a normal guy. Hey, at least somebody used it. Thanks for the likes. catching up on chat right after this set. Like 60 to go. I see a repost. Thanks for the repost. 30 to go. And thanks for the share. I have to meet my mom for lunch at 1 o'clock. So we're going to like 12:30. Thanks for good populars. I'm trying to stay true to the thing. I said like except this weekend, but every day I should have a workout in armor. Gray Matter, what's up? A young blacksmith tired of seeing random... Yo! You've come to the right place. We complain about this stuff all the time in here. I don't know how. Anchor. I don't know how it works like that, Tokyo. It happens. Dude. I've experimented with other content on here. I can't do anything right now. Anybody who enters in chat does, check out Tokyo. I took a screenshot for later. I can't do much right now while I'm streaming, but I will check you out if you got some stuff that I can like, on here or share or whatever. Heck yeah. We complain about all the time. When you make a video, you spend an hour editing a video, you upload it, it gets 10 views, We're accustomed to that around here. Yep, right? What the world? Dude, I'm telling everybody here who does not know, if you don't know What the World already, like if you ever thought about a top streamer with the setup, like the personality, the everything, how you interact with chat, bro, he should be like a top streamer on here. Makes a video, spend 2 hours editing a video, or the live stream. I don't get it. How do we get out there? It doesn't work. Yeah, who are we talking about? That's what the app says. Think about doing a video series about building some license plate guitars. Wait, what is a license plate guitar? 5 views, right? Yeah. Do you know like the video that got headbutted was like the best video I've had in months, and it still only got 6,000 views. The algorithm, yep, Gray Matter, the algorithm does it. And I'm telling you what, who also has a good voice for video and stuff? Gray Matter. Yeah, what is the body of a guitar is? Oh, made with a license plate as a resonator. Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. That would be really cool. And now that I have the morning talk show for the next 14 days, other than the weekends, every weekday we're gonna have a topic. And I'm just trying to get out there. Like, do I have to talk about stuff? Do I have to have a talk show to do it? A leaf landed on Bob's head. It was a perfect picture, but I actually just knocked it off. It would have been a cool picture, though. I don't rake leaves at all. I just let them go. In about a week, I'll give it a final mow, chop them up. The first topic was AI. Who's going to be the first AI celebrity? What's the first AI celebrity? It's going to happen. So some of the more popular places to get armor is like Medieval Extreme and Boohurt Tech. If you really want to get good armor, they make good armor, but the best armors, you have to contact them through like Facebook or something. I probably, now that I said that, look, now the viewer count's going to go down. I said another app. Oh, that's how easy you can mess up on here. You look online, you have to contact these people through like a personal message. That's another thing that'll kill your live stream. You talk about other apps. CNC cutout guitar would be like a scythe would be crazy. Teddy, what's up? Gray Matter, right? Yeah, you talk about another app, but you get it measured. So it fits like, look, like this fits exactly to me. You give them a bunch of measurements. I don't put those. I don't actually. tie that piece together because I think it interferes like my arms turning this way. But this is made to my body, you know, to fit like a suit. Jimbo, AI is. So do you know last night we were talking, AI came by about 5 times and made suggestions. We were talking about demolition derbies. It's like, demolition derby. It said, talk about your worst injury. I was like, what does that have to do with the demolition derby? I think it was confusing 2 topics because someone was like, what's your worst injury in Boo Hurt? And then we're talking about demolition derbies. So it's like, demolition derby, share your worst injury. It's encouraging me to talk about stuff. It doesn't get me moved off to FYP. Maybe it's working against me. Yeah, but AI is here. It's in the chat. I'm guaranteed it's going to come up sometime. Yeah, anybody out there going to Texas Renaissance Fair? You have shoulder armor. That's it. Hey, you're off to a good start. And I can't turn it off. You can't even click on it. Let me do. I'm going to catch up in chat. I'm just. Jousting is like medieval demolition derby. Let me get a set in here and I'll catch up on chat. Because this is about exercise right now. I have a fight coming up. I gotta be in shape. Almost halfway there. That's halfway. Ready to go. Alright. That should have been 120. That's 2 sets of 120. We gotta keep tracking the head today. I'm not using the app. Yay, Jacob! Who's TK? Yeah. Right, OG Toast. I don't know. We're trying. The sets of 120. Sorry, I was looking up something. Yeah, you know, I'm surprised. Sometimes I don't realize it. I should have done that a while ago. Do you know Anchorbeard? That's why I didn't see. I don't know what time you went live, but Anchorbeard shared your live with me. I should have been following you before, but now I will see. Oracle owns controlling interest. Oh, wait, Oracle. Weird. I don't know, but I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I'll definitely look into Renaissance Wax. I need to look into anything. The good thing about... So this is steel. Everything else here is titanium. The good thing with titanium is I don't need to worry about maintenance. What was that? It sounded like a car accident in the alley. Oh, shoot! That's the weird new thing. The weird new... Anchor, thanks for that, welcome seal. I could be the first person on TikTok that got one. I don't know, it's a new thing today. I don't know. And everybody, thanks for tuning in, by the way. Anchor, thanks for that. There wasn't a animation I missed, was there? Hey, I'm 46. You know what I mean? I'm in that same boat. I know exactly what you mean about the injuries. Heck yeah. Using 1095 carb. I mean, heck yeah, Miss Burp. Oh! Whoa! What do I do? This? Yo, man, I appreciate it. Thanks. There was an animation. Huh. That was a massage gun. The things we can do with that animation. Maybe I'll do them like this next time. Like, can like get my triceps massaged. But no, well, yeah, we'll see one day. Maybe we'll make it a goal one day. Yeah, it was. I think that's what it was. It was a muscle vibrator. All right. I don't even know what. I think that was maybe like 10 that we're on so far. Some of these sets I'm gonna do and read chat like right now. Some of them we're gonna just do. I'm not so concerned. I just want to. I need to be in armor, swinging the sword. Next Sunday, I gotta fight. I gotta be ready. Not like I wouldn't be, but I need to make sure I'm wearing the armor a lot this week. Thanks for the likes. That should be like 53. 1095. Okay, I'll look it up. AR 500. I thought that was. Is that the name of a protectant? AR 500 is the name of the plates I got. Yeah, going for a #1 spot always. My neighbors don't. So, my neighbor on that side knows we do this. Bulletproofs. Yeah, that's what I have for. Is that what someone was saying for? Or maybe I just misread it. That's what I have for my steel plates. Those neighbors are all about it because the punching bag is close to their house, and I'm talking about 5-6 years ago. This is like my 7th year coming up, and at first like, what are you doing back there? And I explained it, and they're like, oh. And now a lot of time these days, it's been a while, but sometimes the team will come and we'll practice over there, and like the neighborhood will come out and watch us beat each other up for practice. Yeah, you know, I actually sometimes wear that vest. Sometimes I'll wear my leg armor with my ballistic vest. I tell you what, Gray Matter, you know, if you ever wanted to just do it like duels, the most thing you're gonna get is some beat up hands and some bruises where the armor doesn't totally cover. So a lot of times in longsword, I get bruises right along here because that's where I have the least armor. And my hands, once in a while, something will come in and catch me here, but not too much. My armor kind of bottoms out, but I can kind of get tapped in there. Very rare that someone hits me right in here. Like, you got to be exact. I've gotten hit there once, which kind of hurt. But I'm telling you what, man, like sword and shield, if you want to do longsword in armor, man, it's the least hurt you'll get out of anything in this, and it's so much fun. That should be about 60. It's 100. Alright, that should be 3 sets of 120. We do have maces. Maces are rated, though, a little bit lighter than they probably would have been back in the day, so they don't totally destroy each other. Oh, most painful thing. Alright. Ceramic plates. Yeah. I have AR 500. It might. The plastic seems to work. Yeah, we're trying. Earfunk. Let's write this down on the paper. Yo. Helmet cost, and what was the other thing we were going to talk about real quick? Painful thing, helmet cost. Oh, all right. Now I also need water, but I don't want to poison myself with my aluminum water bottle. So the most painful thing, I got hit in the back of the head or upper spine. And yo, Anchorbeard, thanks for the rose. Savage injury I've seen, I'll tell you. The worst that happened to me was Anchor. Too kind, thank you. The one that hurt the most was third set of 120. OG, thanks. OG is like master of keeping track. We got it. I just wrote it down. Some guy had a 6-foot polearm, and the blade on the end, they're not sharp, but it's probably about this, almost as tall as my head, right? This guy, I lost track of him out there. I started wrestling. I was against the rail. I started wrestling with this guy like an idiot. You know, I turned. I had my back to the open field, and this guy like must have instantly seen. I'm grappling with this dude, and he comes up like with this like 6-foot polearm. Like I even have a picture of it on my Instagram. The instant before I got like sent into the grave, and he just like as hard as he can, back of the head, hits like the upper spine. Everything looked white. I had a 2-handed axe too. I'm wrestling with this guy. You know, I was like, boop, instant. I just collapsed in the ground. I felt like my whole body was on fire, but then it was over, and I fought the next round. I don't feel like I had a concussion. It just my whole body got shocked so bad and so hard. Like I didn't have a choice. I was like instantly paralyzed for like a split second. Everything. It was so crazy. I've never had anything like that happen in my life. And we do this for free. The worst one I've seen, and then I'll talk about the price, then we'll do a set. So, right, just picture, I don't have my chest armor on, but everything's armored pretty well. But see, gaps open up. See, you can't have armor everywhere all the time. So the same way this opens up here, this opens up under here. And we're fighting like 5-on-5s at the Arnold Schwarzenegger Expo, Fitness Expo. So everybody's hitting hard, you know, because we're putting on a good show for everybody to show how like extreme this sport is. And this guy on my team, I was already out, so I was on the ground. And there's this guy with an axe, and I was already sitting on the ground because I was out, and I watched it. I was right behind him. So when you hit somebody, it makes noises. You know, right? Well, if you hit somebody and it does this, like no noise or hear a thud, you know it just hit their body. So this guy on my team comes up to this guy, and he with a 2-handed axe, and he like has a wide open shot like as hard as you can, and as he's swinging, the guy he's aiming at, which he probably would have hit like in the arm, goes like this to get his axe to get up above somebody, and that axe head hit this guy right here. No noise, man. It was just like this hollow thud, and the guy screamed and like instantly went down. Like he went to the hospital. I don't know what happened, but I can tell you what, like that's the worst thing I've seen. Getting hit with a 2-handed axe, like basically into your body. And helmets can run you. You might be able to get a helmet for. You used to. I think they used to include them in kits. Right now, these days, you're probably spending $600, $900 on a helmet. Gauntlets, though, you can get cheaper gauntlets, probably for like close to around $300. More expensive, you can spend $1,200 on gauntlets. Yeah, it was like upper spine. I was completely like immobilized. You know, and like I said, we sign a waiver. It's usually for free. Yo, that's a crazy sword, Tokyo, that you're describing. Yeah. Can you imagine getting hit like that? Yeah, you know what happened to that guy? Started playing chess. Yeah. I heard no noise. I heard a thud. No metal. It hit him directly in the body. It's just, you know, unfortunate timing. There's a girl that was walking around recording the injuries. She was just recording. It was brutal, man. I usually say people don't get hurt too much at these events, but we're on like insane level because it was the first year fighting at Arnold's Fitness Expo, putting on a show, and we were like swinging like 200%. Like it was no joke. I was smashing people, man. I actually got put down a lot. We were fighting a lot of good teams. I got kind of lucky, but boy, did I get hit. I got hit really hard sometimes. I got hit so hard the one time I got flipped upside down and my feet smacked off the rail. I slid out underneath it. I got hit so hard that I went like this upside down and my feet smacked off the rail, and then I kind of like rotated me out of bounds. Like I thought I died. It's crazy. Oh God, I said that. Now we're probably gonna get in trouble. Watch. Oh, man. If we do, it's because of what I just said. This app's touchy. They should. But you know what? If someone, and it's the market, if someone marketed stuff, if you could make something and sell it for cheaper, like, people would buy it. I'm not saying there's a huge market for it, but I'm just saying that's what they said. They might get mad at you. They might be like, hey, you're bringing the cost down, but do it. I mean, if anyone could sell gauntlets for like $150 that'll work in steel in combat, man, I don't know what drives the cost up. I don't know if it's because it's really labor intensive. These gauntlets, believe it or not, $1,200, but they're made here in Pittsburgh, and the guy who makes them, like, these gauntlets are incredible. $1,200 though. You can get the same design for probably like $350. If you could make them cheaper than that and sell them, and people are proven to like protect their hands, I mean, you'd have a corner in the market. The hardest one to qualify for is that armored AMMA, because you actually have to send in a resume of a video. You actually have to make there's a deep, sometimes the light catches that. That is almost a puncture. That's almost an armor fail right there. Because you actually have to put together a video to get into the armored MMA league, which I will probably do sometime. I would have to rewatch it. I would say, do you know what I think some of the best? There's a movie called The Duelist or Duelists, and that's probably like the most realistic, I think, duels that you could see. I'd have to rewatch Gladiator. Though I've seen it a bunch of times, I can't remember off the top of my head how realistic. If it looks like Ren Fair, it's probably not real. I bet you back in the day it was just dirty. People you just want to win, you know. You're gonna hit people. I'll reenact what I think it'd probably be like. Oh, I know, Hanada. They're closing in. I've not had broken bones, but I know people do. Yo, Ben 3030. Helmets are great. Even if you have a helmet, puts you in a whole other level. Let me catch up on chat, and we're gonna do a set. Right. So I think a lot of the cost is just the sweat and tears and stuff you're putting into your work. One gauntlet. This is all steel. I don't know. I bet you it's over 2 pounds. They make titanium, but I don't trust titanium gauntlets because if they shatter, you're kind of screwed. There is armored MMA. I believe they pay out. They pay for your room and board and stuff too. Armored MMA is cool. They're actually they have a whole league. It's the most elite league for the cage fighting. You actually have to have you broken a few ribs under. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. This stuff hits hard. It's blunt force trauma. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, Tokyo. Yo, we will. Here we go. We'll put them on here for you. I'll punch it a couple times in the middle. Yeah. Right. Oh, God. It's carbon. Jeremy, what's up? Jeremy and I were drinking raw eggs with Tin Man on the live stream last night. All right. Let me catch up on chat. Let's do a set. I'll catch up on chat right after this. We'll throw a couple punches in there. To go. Whoa. Sometimes I miss. I'm looking at chat. And then I miss the dummy. Whoa. I think 10 more. Should be 120. Threw a couple punches in there, I guess. Bob isn't totally full water because I may take Bob on a couple road trips this week. So to get him in and out of my car, my water bill is so high from filling up Bob. Oh yeah, right. Jeez, just did it. I didn't catch that about the carbon fiber. Yeah, we saw what happened with that. It was titanium and carbon fiber, wasn't it? Bro, those people went down in the ocean in that. Yeah, so I kind of keep them off the screen sometimes. I've noticed that over the we're on day 145, by the way. That's the fourth set of 120. Oh, it's backwards. Let's fix that. So the thing is, sometimes it doesn't like to promote my page here when it sees it thinks Bob is a real person. Y'all know, like, if someone does the cowboy hat thing, I'm not telling you to do it, but if someone does it, it will show up on Bob if he's on the camera. So I think sometimes it sees him and it thinks, oh, it thinks I'm actually hitting a person. Armored combat sports are just great. So like the movies. So a sword in a movie, hitting someone in armor with a sword does like almost absolutely nothing. Like, trust me, I've been probably hit. I've been hit thousands and thousands of times by swords in armor, and axes and things. Axes do better. Maces that are weighted properly to historical specs. We use maces, but they're lighter because you can really wreck somebody with a mace. But yeah, I think a real medieval battle. This is what a real one. You might swing your sword a couple times at somebody. You might go for a couple pokes, but you're going to be probably doing stuff like this and trying to get into gaps. This is probably what a historical medieval battle would look like. They might be a little bit farther away. You know, you might do a couple thrusts around their face area, their neck. Maybe try and poke them inside their armpit or something. You know, maybe have a couple exchanges in armor, maybe around the neck. But or looking for a gap. But as soon as you're close, if you don't have a dagger, you're probably using your sword like this to try and get it inside somewhere with the sharp part. Grabbing onto your blade, of course. Trying to get up in here. That's probably what a medieval battle would look like. And if that doesn't work, you take this part and you can hit them like this. With the Hema is like Hema's Skull Crusher. What up? Hell, if nobody, I love Skull Crusher music. If no one knows Skull Crusher, like, that's my jam. Yeah, next Sunday. Wait, is it a different Skull Crusher? Oh shit. Well, other Skull Crusher. So it doesn't show your avatar. My bad. So new Skull Crusher, what's up? Other Skull Crusher with in all caps has cool music. I don't know the new Skull Crusher, but good to see ya. So Hema is like, is anyone here going to Texas Renaissance Fair? There's a question. I'm saying it out loud again. Yeah, Marshall's textbooks have a lot of regulations. If you do ever make something, you gotta look. Make sure you follow the rules and the specs. So Hema, so Boo Hurt, there's no stabbing, and you're judged on how many hits you can do in a round. For weapon duels. And Hema, it's first hit. So if you're fighting Hema, you might have a couple exchanges, like you block each other, and if, oh, I connected, I win. I win that one. You usually fight a bunch of times, but okay, I won the round. Then you do it again, like, oh, I won. Then you start over. And Hema has like way less armor. oh, right. Yeah, Hema. How would you kill a goat? I guess the proper way that the Bible says. Do it by the book. Yeah, like SCA, Hema, you get hit once in the arm, you're done. SCA, get hit in the arm, well, you could probably use the other arm. Hit in the leg, well, you can fight, from your knees. SCA, usually if I get a leg hit, my knees are so bad to be on my knees. It's so windy out here, I hope you can hear me. SCA, usually if I get hit in the leg, if it's not for like a tournament, I just take it and I say, you win. I'm not going to fight on my knees. Doesn't the Bible say you have to do it a special way? You probably have to, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't think it's up to people to interpret it. I've never heard an actual lecture on how you do it, but I'm sure there's a way to do it. So my daughter's mom, like, right? They live in family lives over in the Middle East. That's what they do. They eat goats. I probably shouldn't get too descriptive about it here on this app, but I think they just do it right there. That's how you do it. I don't know. We'd have to read the books. There's an instruction manual buried in those pages somewhere. I just know it. I'm in America. Whoa! Read in chat, missing the target there. That's probably about 50 that we haven't counted yet. Yeah, and I've had goat. You know, when we went to I went on a cruise to Mexico, a family cruise. And they're like, you need to stay in the tourist areas. But I didn't. And, because we're adventurous, me and my daughter's mom and daughter went off-site to this. Yo! Anchor Beard! Thanks for the heart me. Although we are, like, just doing sets of 120. The longsword, we don't do the 100 hits like usual for the heart me's. We'll be doing hits. But I'm already doing sets of 120. Maybe we'll do a set, though, for you right away, just for you. I've never milked a goat. Yo, John Balfour. Yo, yeah, I got my next Boohurt events the 16th. So I got some armor on to exercise. Anchor, we'll finish this set. Then the next set is for you. For the Hall of Fame. Anchor Beard's in it. Here we go. Let's get a set. The one exception of the day. Heart me's are supposed to be sets of 100 automatically. I'm doing sets of 120. So we're halfway there. I basically fight from here anymore. It's so much easier to block and stuff from like right here. I used to get more crazy and do stuff like up here. But it just leaves me so much more wide open that I don't. Alright. That should be 120 for Anchor. And I got like 60 more to go. And that'll be like two or three more sets. Probably two. I lost track already. So I'm in like Pittsburgh area. If you look up, there's a site called Night Finder. Unless someone already said it in chat, they can find a team near you. Now those aren't all the teams. Keep in mind there are other leagues. Best resource. Go on the blue app. That's an F. You can't say other app names on here, but you know what I mean. Where your friends are, all your friends you grew up with on that app. Armored Combat Sports is a great resource. The group. And be like, hey, is there a team near me? Well, I don't know. This armor it is what it is. Now this could use a tune-up. The gauntlets do. Yeah, no joke about the gauntlet. I cleaned them off and I came back and they were rusty. Bro, I'm still so upset about it. I was complaining about. You're right. I was complaining about that in the beginning. Oh, I do at times. Yeah, but you know, you got to have a person to do that. This bob isn't moving too much. 2 sets to write down. Got it. And this is this is arm workout. It's arm exercise. I'm probably gonna have to fight like 16, 24 rounds Sunday, depending on how far I get. Every competition I've gone to this year, I've gotten a medal. It's always second or third. I'm annoyed that I'm not getting any firsts, but at least I know I'm good enough to be always at least the second best. Yo, Woolrad. Man, hey, welcome back, and thanks for that. It's called Pittsburgh, not too far from Michigan. Thanks about the armor. Oh, and the heart me. I appreciate it. This is arm exercise for, we're writing a set down for Toast, keeping better track than I do. I think I need to do 60, though, to make it 2, right? We'll just preemptively write that on here. We have 5 sets in after I hit 60, I believe is what it is. Yo! Oh! Am I saying it right? Tainley? Thanks for those. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's one reason I like fighting on that tree stump, Pell. Because the tree stump, I swing all the way through. And there's you just gotta, that, like what you're saying, you don't want to get hit? Nice. All right, I said it right. You don't want to get hit? Look, let's just put Bob on the screen. Who cares? I think sometimes the app doesn't like him on here. But you can kind of see him. But yeah, there's so many times you're swinging, you're getting hit at the same time, and some of those hits hurt. I tell you what, there's times I get hit in the head with a longsword. Like, it's some of the hardest hits that I feel, like, generally. I say a lot of times you don't feel a lot through a helmet, but you can get hit pretty hard in a longsword. I do some LARP stuff, but not a whole lot. It's mostly this. And talking about breathing, I actually do. I actually breathe every second hit. I breathe with my strikes. I every time I'm swinging this side, if I'm just going left, right, I'm breathing out then. Breathing in on the right. Yo, maybe. Keep chopping. It could be. So yeah, we're Matrix. Did I miss something? Oh man, gotta use charm. Yeah, if you can use charm, there's some charm does go into this sport, believe it or not. If you have a reputation, real charming, good people in this sport, man, carry a reputation, and you just know. There's a lot behind the scenes, like despite people beating each other up. Your reputation precedes you a lot in this sport. What is that? Sweaty Teddy, that's me. Hey, and just so you know too, like this outfit was bought with TikTok money. So yeah, I try and use the gifts to make the live stream better. And we got the floodlights over there from TikTok. We got a counter. You know, every day we are hitting this every single day. Except once in a while, I have a day off, but we're hitting them 1 million times in a year. Yo, that is me. This I'm sweating in it. Just having this armor on, I'm sweating. I'm just gonna do another set while we're talking. We're trying to get sets to 120. Arm exercise. Next fight is Sunday. I'll be live streaming too. The wind is like blowing stuff over in the neighborhood. Like I don't know if you hear stuff. What was that? Whoa! The neighbor's yard decorations just flew out of the air. And something from their house just landed in my yard. A paper. Off their door. Whoa. The wind. I gotta watch out. I should have my helmet on. I might get hit with a lawn ornament. No, this armor's good. I don't see anything wrong with it. difference in opinion, I guess. The gauntlets, yeah, the gauntlets. If you're talking about this, anything else on here is totally fine. Are we talking about the gauntlets? Oh yeah, great, Matt. Yo, so here we're gonna get another set in. Yeah, this is from the TikTok. This costs $68 freaking dollars, believe it or not. Can you believe that? But that was the poll. Yeah, flying witches. Well, that's one way to get your Halloween ornaments out of your yard. Just let the wind take them away. I would love to get one of those scarecrows and put it in my garden. Oh, and on top of that, I do need to re-rivet my thumb into here. It fell off. It actually got busted off in the last tournament I did. I have not got around to doing it. I need to polish these up and hammer it. Bam, bam! I'm doing it on a live stream. I gotta redo my helmet liner. Bam, bam! Thanks for that. And I need to. We're gonna have an armor maintenance thing. What's up, Bam Bam? Thanks for like, Miss Perfect. So we'll do that on live one day. Maybe this weekend. If my daughter's here and wants to do the DJ thing where she picks some music, she might not. The next 2 days is gonna be less live streaming, but all next week. Don't worry. We're gonna be on here all the time. I have nothing else to do. 15K, y'all are too nice. We're 20 hits into another set of 120. And I lost a first place medal years ago because I could not hold on to my sword anymore. I fought in every freaking category. And I was fighting for first place in sword and shield. And when I swung it, my sword just flew out of my hand. I was so worn out. Should be about 70. Yo! Best way to buy armor. Oh, okay. Vexus. Let me finish this. I got, what, like 40 more to do? 50 more to do? I think. See, now that I have a digital counter, I can't count anymore. And I'll talk about it. See? Get some wider hits. Switch up in some of these. Maybe a couple underhands. Hunters to obers. Alright, if you wanted to get armor, some of the best armorers. Yeah, Medieval Extreme. Jimmy was on last night for a little bit. He would not come out, but we had Jimmy on. He was peeking out of his hole. Jimmy's a hamster, by the way. The mascot of the live stream. The best armorers you have to seek out on Messenger. When you get it made, you buy everything you're wearing underneath first, and you get your measurements, and they make it to your body like to fit. Like, so this fits like a suit. Jimmy, yo, yeah, Jimmy was on last night. Not officially, but I was feeding Jimmy, and I put all of his food out, and we caught him peeking out of his hole. Yo. Jimmy, the official, what do you call it? Official mascot. Yo, the Jimmy stickers. What do you think? Yeah, first base tips from Jimmy. He could. So if you wanted to do AMMA, just so you know, besides just armor, right? You get armor. You need to have a video to submit, right? Like a highlight video. They want to make sure of a couple things. For one, that you're going to be entertaining. For two, that you can last the whole time. And three, to show that you know what you're doing. Like, you listen to referees. You don't do, you hit the proper target areas. You don't do anything bad. So, okay, what's up? We're, sharpen your bazooka. Thanks for the follow. Second bazooka comment, actually. Someone earlier was saying they would, they challenged me to a duel. Find the tallest hill in your county. We're using bazookas. Ah, all right. You're back with the bazooka. Yeah, all right. Oh, yo, I recognize the picture now. Yeah. I would have to Google the highest hill in the county. Yeah. Bazooka. It would. Yeah. Look. See, this is a gap. If I got hit here, bad. Like, I have to adjust this before I fight. I'm doing a whole armor rework. I just need to retighten the mount there, probably. But, yeah, against a blade, oh, dude. Look, even if you were thrusting. You get it in here. Oh, no. Soft spot. But blades, yeah. Plate armor is great against blades. Nice. Oh, samurai armor is cooler than this. I agree with you already. You don't have to convince me. Samurai armor would also be vulnerable to the bazooka. Tyler! Thanks for the follow, Tyler. Thanks for the like. We're on 6 sets to 120. We're going on to set number 7. Blades, yeah, look. That's why you gotta start. That's why you gotta get in like this, and you start looking for these gaps, like under here. You know, there's like never armor here. You could have chainmail there, but it's a soft spot. You know. The night drowning thing. I don't know. Like, I mean, if you go in water over your head in armor, you're gonna drown. I mean, probably. I would think. I bet you I could swim in my titanium armor, even with the helmet. I keep thinking about doing it. I don't want it to get ruined, but I always wanted to dive off the diving board at the park here and prove that I can swim in armor. I probably would go feet first. I'd hate to go head first with a set of armor on. You'd probably hit like a bullet straight to the bottom, bust your neck. But I would love to jump in off the high dive, feet first in armor, and come up treading water. Like, there's gotta be a way they'd let me do it, but there's so much liability. I got into this by, I don't know what that word is. The H word. You mean like this? Half sorting? Half sorting and stuff. I got into this. I saw a video. Let me do a set of 120 because I do need to do a couple sets without a break. And I'll catch up. See, look, the neighbors are already like, They looked over. It's just me. Hitting the dummy, talking to everybody. Let me get a set in here real quick. Thanks for our likes. 40 to go. Bob, when I kicked him, landed in a weird spot. We gotta fix that real quick. I think 10 more to go. This armor stinks. I wore this out. I wore this out for my live streams for like five days. We went out to for Halloween in armor. I got some great uploads of it if anyone want to check out my recent uploads. So, yeah, I bet you people did hit each other a lot. The best thing you could do is have matching colors. But I'm sure that people didn't have matching colors. I'll tell you a great story about it. Let me get through chat. And I will tell you how I've fought the wrong person. I've had the wrong person hit me. It happens. Even in this sport. My whole dueling kit is 29 pounds. My kit I wear for fighting like 5-on-5s is 115 pounds. There's a guy, Dave the Sword Guy, who should be making a sword sharpening video. He would be more professional at that than me. And then these are just not sharp because this is for the sport. Oh, I had a leaf land on me. I'll talk about hitting each other by accident. Right, same. Nobody cares. As long as I'm here, they don't care. I was drinking coffee. My lips are brown, I guess. I'm 46 right now. This is my 7th year. I got into it in my 30s. I saw a video of 5 people beating somebody up. I would love to do the horse jousting, but I can't ride a horse. This armor would probably not stop an arrow. I bet you, though, if it was dead on, it wouldn't. But if it was, like, off to the side, I bet instead of it sticking, like, in me, I bet it could deflect it. If I'm lucky. Just guessing. I don't. I don't do that. Here comes the wind. All right, so check this out. There's times. Let me write this set down before I forget. Perfect example, right? We're fighting 5-on-5s at this barbecue. We got paid to fight at a barbecue. It's great. We got paid. Plus, we got to eat the barbecue. It's just somebody's party, private party. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. I don't do that. It helps with sports where you have to breathe. When I retire, when I'm 46, when I'm like 70, 80, if I'm still okay, maybe I'll pick up some bad habits just to do it. But I don't want to do it yet. At least while I need to breathe to run around. And this armor is 29 pounds because it's titanium. My whole set's 29 pounds with everything. And then my armor for fighting teams like 5-on-5 is 115. It's crazy. I need to get my... Oh, that's what we should do this week. I should get the steel... I should practice in the steel armor, the heavy armor. I'm glad we're talking about that. Y'all guys gave me a good idea. I got a fight coming up on the 16th, and I need to be in shape. Yeah, I don't always do the helm. Oh, well, yo. Long story short, I've done stuff in armor. Without the helmet, though. The girl I was seeing though had this ski mask thing, so I had a couple ski masks I had. Don't know what that was about, but whatever. She wants to wear a ski mask, and it's not just me with this beautiful face. That's just what she likes with whatever, whoever. I have a visor. I do have a helmet with a visor. Yeah, well, I don't worry about power with this. You don't need power for longsword duels, and you don't need power for it doesn't hurt if people want to. I don't need power. So about hitting the wrong people, and then let me do a set right after that. There's a time we were fighting 5-on-5, 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds, I think. We were fighting 5-on-5, and it came down to me and this other guy, and we had no clue if we were on the same team or not. So I got under this guy's arm, and I just took off running. He was hooked to me, and I just started running. I was dragging this guy along with me, where I can run pretty fast in armor, and I just happened to get him past his tipping speed, and he went like face first into the ground, you know. And then I kind of stand up, and it's this other guy with this shield. And I'm looking at him like, I don't remember. And he's looking at me. He's like, are we on the same team? And it was in a field. There's no out of bounds. We were fighting at this barbecue, right? We're the entertainment. And we're all the way on the other side. And we have helmets on, so you can't hear enough to begin with. And I was like, did we win? He's like, were we on the same team? I'm like, I don't know. And I don't know anybody there. And he's like, are you on so-and-so's side? I was like, I don't know. I'm like, huh. I was like, well, I mean, we could just fight. He's like, yeah. So we're fighting. Everyone's going, stop. He's like, it's over. It's like, stop, fight. Like, you guys are on the same team, and we're fighting each other. Stuff like that probably happened back in the day, too. I'm sure if we can't keep a track who's on each side on a 5-on-5, I bet on 100 or 1,000 on 1,000 people sometimes got mixed up. 20K. Y'all are too crazy. Thanks for the likes. Oh, my gosh. Yep, the Legos in Success chart. We're having some really cool live streams every morning, every weekday morning, when I can, for an hour. Topics. We talked about AI, the first AI celebrity. It's going to happen. That was today's topic. I don't even know if it replicates Roman or Viking. This is supposed to represent like the medieval tournaments they used to do to keep knights busy. Let me get a set in here real quick. I know there's a thing about like, you know, practice some speed, practice some power. My opinion, I don't need power. As long as I'm hitting them hard enough to score a point. I don't want to throw in, if I'm throwing 70 hits in a minute on average, I don't want to have to hit that hard that I'm wearing myself out. All right. Armor works pretty good. You're going to hit and get hit so many times by people. Power with a longsword is not going to stop me. And it's not going to stop them. With an axe, yeah. But we're not practicing axe right now. This here, sure, I might feel it. But you know what? I'm going to get hit at the same time. And they're not going to stop because I did that. I could hit somebody 12 times that hard. And they're still going to come at me. You know what I mean? So I don't focus on the power when it comes to longsword or arming sword. All right, set of 120, and I'll catch up with chat. This is just exercise. These hits all would count as points this hard. Is that 50? I think. I think 20 more to go. I should have been 120. If not, oh well. I must have miscounted, but that's probably close. Oh my God. We were talking about that, Mike, today. I'm telling this girl I was seeing for a while, she was going back to school to get a degree in something with math and numbers. I'm telling her, find something else to do. Being an entry level. And it's happening. Half of those jobs got cut. It's happening. This is 2 years ago I was telling her that. I don't talk to her. I should check up with her, see what happened. Now, if you're in the industry, you got experience, you got a job, it's different. But if you're going to school, though, like, to calculate numbers, bro, there's people that are getting replaced for that. I wish you the best. Everybody out there, I wish everybody luck. If it's not just going to end there. We might be like, people who can do statistics are going to lose their jobs. Everybody's going to lose their jobs. If your job does not involve walking around and doing stuff with your hands, you're probably, for now, from one place to another. They have fully automated fast food places, you know. Oh, we're cooked. Yo, they are. Yeah, they're like, and they're rusty as shit. They are $1,200 gauntlets. They're really, they've saved me a lot. The thumb came off though. Actually, it got chopped off in my last tournament. I'm gonna replace it. I've gotten hit with a pole arm in my thumb, on the tip of the thumb, and my thumb is still here. They work. Ready for a crusade? Yes, on the 16th is my next. The 16th is my next tournament. Thanks. I always hold my sword with two hands like this. We cannot do. Yeah, you can punch. So there's different. Let's go over the different categories. Oh, yo, I am totally unemployed this week. I have a week off of vacation from my job. I'll be on here all the time because I have nothing. The only thing that's keeping me from being on here is if I have stuff to do with my daughter, or if I go on a date. Only two things. Yeah. Yeah. We had to throw a punch in there at least once, right? So you can punch and kick in one of the categories. Oh, I'm not. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I got to pick and choose. I'm fighting in Virginia next Sunday. I'd love to do more events, Yeah, that's a good thing about being a nurse. You'd think I'm unemployed. I only have to work 3 days a week, 3 12-hour shifts a week. Yo, what's up, K Crown? I gotta write the set down that we just did before I forget. We're gonna work on another set while talking to chat. Then the set after that, we'll just do straight through 120. What was I gonna talk about? Yeah, but you know what? 3 12-hour shifts, and then I'm done for the week. I got 4 days off. Best thing about that job is the schedule. Like, I have 16 days off of work, and I only use 1 week of vacation. I just have 4 days in between it, 4 days off at the end. It's great. So I'm getting like 15 or 16 days off with 1 week of vacation time. Yo, loaner gear. Yeah, we do loaner gear. Yeah, our team has loaner gear. That's awesome. I hope you're enjoying it. There's a yeah. They count it as full time. It's 36 hours. Technically, though, we probably do work 40 because you're never out on time. You start, you get off, you clock out at 7. I'm always there till probably at least 7:45. There's always stuff going on. I work overnight, especially in the morning, or if there's an emergency and you're there for an extra hour. So if you want to put together a new or used kit, was there something else we're going to talk about? Oh, about punching and kicking. Let me talk about that real quick. There's different formats. Just so you know, real quick. There's the sirens. Every live stream, there's sirens. You might not hear it, but I hear it. Hear it? You'll hear it. Something is always going on here. Fire. Now there's a fire. Every day, no matter what time I might get on at like 3 p.m. There's sirens. Sid, if you're here, Sid, what's up? Sid, that's a great outfit for that concert. Oh, look at that bee. Whoa. Yo. I sprayed Gucci cologne on here because that's what my mom got me for my birthday one year, and I like never use it. But when I went out to do my live stream, yeah. Heck yeah. That you got the look. Those boots were incredible. Oh, not too bad. Listen to the daily sirens. I could go on at 3 p.m. There's either an ambulance, fire truck, police car. Dude, I can still smell it. This armor, so I'm not gonna lie, this armor stinks. And when I was going out to do my live streams in armor, I sprayed a little bit of that on here. Dude, you're up in these clubs. I was in armor for my live streams, you know. Like, you can check out my uploads, they're great. My recent one is about going out. And you're up with these people, and they're all hanging on you, dude, but this stuff is... Spray some of that Gucci on there, you're good. So, punching and kicking. There's weapon formats, and then we'll talk about piecing together armor. There's only one really important thing you gotta worry about. So, weapon strikes only. For the duels formats, for the, like, MMA formats, you can punch, you can elbow, you could headbutt, knee, kick, throw them on the ground. You can throw them on the ground, start hitting them while you're staying up. You can throw them on the ground and jump on top of them and hit them. There's no submission holds, because imagine you only got an eye slot to look out of, so they wouldn't know if you're like trying to tap out or you're knocked out. I've been knocked out in armor before, no one knew it. Because you can't see. I got a helmet on. I'm knocked out, bro. So yeah, some of this, you know, I appreciate my mom got me some high-end cologne. Dude, it's great. I still smell it on here. It lasts for a while. I'll be out there fighting next Sunday. You'll smell it. So that's... I have not... So last time I got knocked out, I fought one time since then. And I've taken a break. Last October, it's been a year. I got laid out, man. I fought since then in a cage, but only one other time. Like, I think I got messed up in the head from that one. Pretty good. Dude, I got laid out. But I still won that round that I got knocked out in. Because they didn't know I was knocked out. So when I woke up, I threw the guy on the ground and I won. Yeah, I owe you. Payback someday. Yeah, we're going to have a rematch, Urban. So if you're piecing together armor, the one thing you gotta watch about, you could put a whole kit together, but if it doesn't match, like if the arms and helmet and legs are all different kinds of armor styles, you could run the risk of being denied Being approved by Boo Hurt International. IMCF doesn't care so much. Oh, we're gonna have a good rematch. There's leagues out there that don't really care, but the way things are going, they're talking about merging the leagues into one. I would not be surprised one day if everything has to match. If you just want to get in to be able to fight, you can wear a tabard over your armor to hide things, but you should have a helmet that matches the region of armor. So you should not have like an Eastern style helmet with Western style armor. You know what I mean? Always try it on. Don't always just go off pictures if possible to get the most updated pictures, because people have sold armor before I've seen people buy stuff and they say they get this used armor and there are pieces that were broken. Make sure you get as much of a view of it before if you're buying it online from somebody. Used armor is a great way to go to get started for sure. It's the cheapest way to get into it. If possible, make sure the armor parts match. And I'd always suggest buying a brand new Gambesson, even if it's a cheap one. Even cheap Gambessons, you can mount armor to it, and then get one tailor-made later. Yeah, only rules. There's no rules. I don't do the chain. I have the chainmail across the face just to hide the grill. Right. Twin, too quick. Yo, I get you. I feel you. Speed. Yeah, if I can't hit you, I'm not gonna win. Thanks for the likes. I'll just have to do some more wild swings. Yeah, I'll catch you. 360. This I've never polished this titanium. See those little marks? That's from tape. I had a buckle break, and to keep fighting, they just taped it to me. If the armor breaks, like a strap broke. If the strap breaks, armor breaks during a fight, you get a minute to fix it. The best way to fix it really quick is wrap it with tape. They taped it to my arm, so that's tape marks. But if titanium like never rusts. As long as you have good titanium, it shouldn't. So steel gets rusty. I still have it. Look, I said, I cleaned these up. But look what happened. I'm clueless how this happened. I had oiled these. Nope. Mother Nature said, I'm going to rust your steel gauntlets. So the rips on the vest are actually from the armor. So you're wearing steel on top. All this here, like these are actually from the plates rubbing in on the inside, rubbing their way out. But see, like looking here, that's my skin. That's from armor rubbing on itself. Armor rubbing on it. It's like you rub steel on fabric enough times, the fabric's gonna shred. Oh, I'll show you what we're doing. Our friend Bob here. I have a fight coming up Sunday. I got the top part of my armor on for my arms, just to make sure I get the endurance I need, so that when it comes fight time, my arms don't get worn out. And then after this, I'll go do cardio. I gotta meet my mom for lunch. I'm off today. I'm off for like 14 more days in a row. 25K, too nice. It is. Now, this is, I am taking some time between some of these sets like this one here to talk with chat. We're going to have to go inside. I need to drink some water. I'm not drinking out of that water bottle because I've realized that it's leaking aluminum dust into my water. And I'm going to have Alzheimer's now, thanks to that. Yep. When I get done here, we're streaming until 12:30. I'm going to go get a shower. And then yeah. I tell you what, if you have, dude, I work at a hospital. Yeah, right. Dude, I just noticed. Here, I'll show you. Let me finish this set. I got like 40 to do or something. We're gonna. I'll address those questions in chat. It is a crazy workout, man. So the most grueling thing I ever did is cage match fights. Cage match fights in armor. We are not hurting him. He loves it. Oh, I dropped the whiteboard. So if you fight a cage match, they're typically 2-minute rounds, at least the level I'm at. Sometimes new people, they make you go a minute. You fight 2 minutes. You get a minute off in between. Yo, tempered stones. It doesn't hurt this dummy. He's tough. I promise. So look at this. Here's the water bottles I've been drinking out of forever. When I unscrewed the cap today, I noticed that, look, can you see inside here? Can you see the water? It's gray with aluminum. Look, I'm wiping the top of this water bottle. Aluminum dust, man. I'm gonna be sitting in a like at the hospital. I'm gonna be sitting in a chair with the tray out of my mind. Let's get some real water. Let's put this on a tripod. Actually, here we need to get a drink of water. So yeah, the most endurance I've ever needed in my life. I've fought. Yo, oh, Kiz. Thank you, Kiz. We're gonna get some water together. Thanks for the follow. 2-minute rounds, 1 minute in between, and we fought for 3 rounds. And I tell you what, my whole body was on fire. I probably got thrown on the ground 4 or 5 times. I only threw him on the ground once. I was fighting up 2 weight classes on top of it, which doesn't help. But my opponent at the last minute dropped. So since he dropped, we're gonna add some lemon to this. So since he dropped at the last minute, I still wanted to fight. And they're like, we'll find somebody for you. So one of my friends who weighs like 40 or 50 or something more pounds than me was like, I'll fight you. I was like, awesome. I even live streamed it. This is years ago, one of my first live streams on TikTok. And we were hanging out. We're all best friends, you know? And they're like, you guys are fighting each other? I was like, yeah. I was like, we're fighting in about an hour. Thank you. Oh, yo, wait. Jason. Oh, yo. Jason, you're going to be there. Yes. Awesome. I'll see you there. Nice. Lemon. Oh, my gosh. Aren't they? We're going to chug this. And then we're going to go back out and get some more hits on the dummy. We got till 12:30, so we got 38 minutes. And see how well we all get along. Jason, we fought. We're friends. We fight. We're friends and we fight. So, Michael, the way you win, the weapon strike duels are weapon strikes only. Let me flip this other light on so it's a little, lighting is a little better. Weapon strikes only for points on a time limit. Whoever has the most at the end, obviously, is going to win. The MMA stuff is judged more like an MMA match, where you can also punch, kick, all that stuff. The team stuff is scored like this. If you're fighting like 5-on-5, 12-on-12, etc., as soon as you hit the ground, you're out till the next round, right? So you need to get the other team on the ground, whether you beat them into the ground or you throw them onto the ground. As soon as they're down, they're out. And then, sorry, I let one rip. Happens sometimes if you heard it. I'm not going to deny it because I know you heard it. However many people are standing on your team at the end are points. So if it's a 5-on-5 and you have 4 people standing, you get 4 points. you have two. You get 2 points. That way, there's so many teams. If there's a tournament, like in February, there's 40 teams fighting, and I guarantee you there's going to be ties of records. There's going to be teams that went like 5-1, and there's going to be teams that went like 2-3. So everybody's ranked 2 and 3. The way you decide who wins is how many people they had standing up at the end. It does, kind of. It doesn't smell as bad as Scambison. I'm telling you what. Luckily, I sprayed some cologne on it. Gonna finish this water and we're gonna go back out. We got 36 minutes. I have to be off at 12:30. I'm not. That I know of, Ben. Could be. Is it because of this? Armenian. It's kind of like out in that area, maybe. My whole family looks like this. Except back in the day, they had big mustaches. Just wait, in February, I'll have a mustache. I'm letting this grow till the huge tournament in February, and after it, we're gonna shave it off and have a mustache. The best type of helmet, I like nasal helmets. The ones that have just the big thing here. It's an open face, so if anybody doesn't know, you can use an historically open face helmet, like a kettle helm, where there wasn't anything guarding your face. So you have a metal grill around it, and they usually cover it with chainmail to make it look like cooler. I love nasal helmets because you get the same visibility probably as a wolf rib, minus that you're looking through chainmail, which is fine. Looking through chainmail is fine. The thing is that I used to compete in bachata, so that's where the name comes from. But the chain keeps some of the things from entering my face. I've gotten hit. I've gotten poked through. Who's it over here? I already forget. See that mark? That's from a sword coming through my helmet and busting my face open. It might have healed up a little better if I used stitches, but I just put some tape on it. I didn't care that much. Yeah, so I had a cross guard. Someone was punching me in the face. And even though the cross guards aren't that long, it was just enough that it busted the chainmail that was holding onto my grill. So it pushed the chainmail into my face. So the last punch busted it off, the last chain link that's holding it on, and the cross guard smashed the chain into my cheek. It was like instant split open. A lot of ketchup leaked out of my face. Armor in the summer is bad, man. Look at this. This is my armor I was wearing in the summer. It was like 94 degrees out. And this is my armor I had on that was like all black. Bro, talk about baking in it. I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, this here in 90 degrees is horrible. We're fighting in it was like a demo, so it wasn't for anything crazy. Like no money, no rewards, just for fun, just to show what the sport's about. Let me add a little bit more water. So we're going out in like 1 minute. And I was dying in it. I was in the shade. Thanks about the set. Woodland! Ah, man, are you done? I hate when we conflict. Yeah, 95 degrees and I'm out there and that stuff. And I was laying down in the shade. I was dying. I was sweating so bad. Plus, I was taking in water. I'm trying to cool off. And the guy comes around. He's like, we got one more battle to do. He's like, can you get up and do it? He was asking everybody. I was like, please don't come by me. Please. And he comes over. He's like, hey, we need you out there. I was like, all right. I was like, let's go. But inside, I was like, oh my God. Like, I can't believe it. I'm going to die. Stay hydrated. Stay cool. Oh, wait, what happened? You can't talk anymore. Don't tell me you got kicked off the FYP again. We are. Yo! Dorcas, what's up? I'm just drinking some water. I've learned that I've been drinking aluminum dust. And I'm going to have Alzheimer's, like, no doubt now. Oh, you ran out of stuff to say. Hey, do you know, actually last night, I banned someone from chat who is oh my God. I'll just text you about it. Oh man. I love LARPing. I just don't do it as much as Boo Hurt. It is expensive. We'll talk about it. Let's go get a set in. Nice. Oh, stocks. Yo, it's called Boo Hurt. And you too. Dorcas is also new. All right. LARPing is more, not as rough. LARPing, there's, people say like it's not legit. Any sword fighting stuff, if you ask me, is real. Even if you're using foam, even if it's LARPing. The thing with this is you're fighting, I'm fighting in this, and it's for sport. We're beating the crap out of each other. Like, I'm wearing this out there, and I'm trying to hurt people. Not, like, permanently, but for fun. Like I said, we all get along. Jason in here is like, he'll see ya. We're going to fight each other. And we're friends. And here you go. You're wearing this, and it's a sport, right? You're trying to beat the crap out of each other. Woodland, I think I showed you a picture. This weighs 115 pounds. I came across this video, Woodland. I think I shared it with you. Of someone picked me up off the ground and threw me on the ground. Where this weighs 115 pounds. I probably weighed 220 at the time. I'll tell you the story real quick, then I'll catch up with chat. Then we'll go outside. So we're fighting 3-on-3s. LARPing's kind of like pretend. Yeah, and the difference between LARPing and Boo Hurt is that this stuff, yeah, I got picked up off the ground and body slammed. Not sideways. I was like this, and they just kind of tossed me. But the difference is how hard you're going. LARPing, you're not like hitting as hard, and you don't have the steel armor like to protect yourself from those hits. And I'll catch up in chat. So this story, right? We're fighting 3-on-3, and there's this giant. I'm 6 foot tall. There's this giant on the other team. And like I said, we're all friends. Whenever I see him and give him a hug, my head goes into his armpit, just for reference. So, and Woodland, I don't know if you know, that was like a co-ed match. It was the guys and the girls were all fighting together. Some of those people in armor were girls. And so 3-on-3, I was the leader of my team. I'm like, all right. I'm like, we lost two. We lost two. It's best of 3. It was 3 rounds no matter what. This is for show. I was like, here's what we do. I was like, when we start, I'm going to just charge into him and with my shield and smash into this dude. I was like, someone just follow in and we'll attack him. We'll all just 3 like attack him. We're like, all right, that's a plan. So it starts out, we're all like real chill. Then I like sprint at the guy. And as I'm like running and I brace myself with my other hand behind my shield because I'm going to smash into him, I see him duck down and he catches me and just like picks me up off the ground. And this dude is a giant. He's probably like 6'5". And I just watched, as I was facing the crowd, I watched the world go like this. I was like, whoa. And I was up in the air and he just kind of takes me and I probably weighed, let's see. Yeah, I don't know, like what, 400 pounds, something like that? 350 with all that stuff on. The dude picks me up. All right, let's get some sets in. Let's try and yes, the door's never shut. This house is from the 1860s. You can talk about this. Oh, it did. It's winter time. You can complain about the green. I like the green. Don't worry, those doors will be propped open before we know it. This house is built on like rocks, you know what I mean? It's a good foundation, but it's been sitting on this foundation for like 200 years. Almost. Alright, let's catch up in chat. While we get suited up. We're on day 145 for everyone who's totally new. 400, hey, it's 420 somewhere. 420,000 hits. That is a great helmet to have for your favorite helmet. Do you know why I don't like those helmets so in Boo Hurt? Is because usually with that armor... Whoa! Alright, so that kind of helmet, if you have the bottom, the bever or whatever you call it on the bottom, it locks into your armor. So when you're out there, like when you're fighting, you can't just go like this. You actually kind of have to move your body. And I like to have more of a head movement, but those helmets are so protective. Band! Yo, what's up, Band of Brothers? 30K, Mr. Perfect. Y'all are crazy for that many likes. I mean, not that you're crazy. Crazy for hitting the button so much. AMMA, yeah, kind of. TGIF, for sure. AMMA is like the ultimate league for this stuff. I never put together a video to get on it. I should. Maybe before I'm 50, I'll fight there. I don't know. There's a train. Woodland, you missed the sirens. Everyone, there were sirens earlier. That's the train. Every live stream, there's sirens. No joke. And if you want to get into it, man, best way, you look up a site called Night Finder, find a team near you. Even if you want to just find an event, you know, once your feed on social media starts showing you Boohurt stuff, you'll actually start to learn when the events are. Yeah, I'm doing good so far. We had a talk show this morning. The talk show topic today was AI. Who's the first AI celebrity? And I'm gonna convert it into an audio file. I think it was a good talk. I had it like I went through like I was talking like it was like a morning show. Yo, oh man. Yo, Billy, what's up again? Serious injuries. I've lost teeth twice. This tooth is fake. And I lost a molar from getting hit in the head from behind. I got hit in the head so hard from behind. Well, I also got hit in the head so hard that pushed me into the wooden rail. So I got hit like this, and then, or no, I got hit like this, and I have a big football chin strap. And then as I was falling, then I smashed my head off the wooden rail. So somewhere in there, I popped out a molar. Never broke anything. Busting my hands up all the time. I get tons of bruises, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's really hot or wet. I wear a mouthpiece now. I did not then. Now I do. You know. Lesson learned after losing teeth twice. Should have learned it the first time. Yeah, lesson learned. Exactly. But it took me 2 times. I used to hate it because it would affect my breathing. But now I'd rather have my teeth. Just so we all know, this is probably my last live stream for the day. I'm picking my daughter up after I have lunch with my mom. And then we're going to a football game. And then, if there's any chance we're live streaming, it might be an armor maintenance stream, but it'll probably be like later tonight, but I don't think we're gonna. My next live stream ought to be tomorrow. We're going to a Paul McCartney concert, and I have to get some hits on Bob. I don't know, man, but this is just me. This is not a show. I'm not in character. This is me, like 24/7. Falchion is useful. You want to see mine? I'll show you. We'll go. Let me get this set in. We'll go. I'll show you my Falchion. I think 50 more to go. Oh! Is that Lord Salmon? Yo, good morning, Salmon. The train is right across the street. They moved the train tracks. I've never heard a train that close. They moved the train tracks overnight, I guess. I try to be. Let's write this. I'll show you my Falchion real quick. Let me do one more set for Salmon. Yo, being here. Hope you're doing good, Salmon. I'm not trying to play favorites, but I want to do this set for Salmon. Oh yeah, here we go. Then we'll go. I'll show you the Falchion. I'll show you everything. Yeah, the train. They must have put the train tracks right across the street. Then we'll go look at some Boohurt swords and stuff. I'll show you what's not. Well, what's not allowed. You can't use a flail. You can't use a mace. It's too heavy. I'll show you a bunch of stuff. Let me get another set for Salmon showing up. Besides, I need to do another set. This is exercise. I'm always like, hey, we do a lot more training and workout more frequently when I have the armor on, but we're not. So let me do another set of 120. I'm just gonna put chat right here. I'll catch up on anything from now till I'm done with this set, and I'll go show you my assortment of Boohurt stuff. All right, here we go. Axes and swords. Now falchion. I'll show you my favorite falchion and why it's viable in Boohurt. Whoa. Man, I did a little of some extra leg workout cardio stuff yesterday. I can feel it. When I bend down and stuff, I can feel my quads are all worn out. I have great quad separation, by the way. It's only from fighting in armor. These ones reaching out aren't as fast, but I'm just working my body out in different ways. 20 to go. Boop. All right. We got 20 minutes. Then I got to get a shower, and then I got to meet my mom for lunch. That's what I was going to say earlier. If you can spend time with your parents, assuming you get along with them, even if you don't, you should try and get along with them. And, because you never know. My dad died when I was like 16. You never know. All right. Here's one. Yeah. Oh, they do 150. No boogers. That's good. Sometimes I have boogers. All right, this is one of my favorite axes to use, by the way. I need to not mirror this so I can. All right, now I can see what we're doing a little better. See the little purple sticker? That smiley face means at the last tournament I used this in that it passed. They check these. You gotta have a pin in it, and see it has the wedge in the top and a pin. Knight Viking. More Knight than Viking. I do watch AMMA. The armor, so titanium armor, $5,000. It's the cost sucks, but it's worth it. Steel armor, that armor I was showing you, without the helmet, $2,400. But it's 6 years old, and I still use it. So you just divide that by however many years. The startup price sucks. They do have 150 versus 150, yeah. But see, they're not sharp. This is my favorite one. See the little marks in it? That's from blocking hits or things. This is a little chewed up, as you can see. All the but yeah, this it's kind of heavy. Let's show you some more. This one comes up to here. I have a longer one, and I pick which size I use depending on how much room we get to fight in. I use that one when we're fighting multiple people, and I use that one exclusively. For that. All right. It's not sitting on the floor. I have a cart here. This is a one-hander. Fought in this is from fighting for Team USA in Spain. The bounce on it is like right here. See, that's where the tape ends. So honestly, the best way to swing this is right here. If you wanted to really put a whipping on somebody, you hold it down here. But at the same time, if you miss, compared if I miss here, whatever. And it's not sharp. See, I have see the decoration, the baskets. But that's a one-hander, and then this is like my good buckler I use. You can see there's some dents in it, but not the buckler I usually use on a live stream. And we'll show you. I'm looking for that falchion. We should also have a mace. I like to show and tell. We only do this when there's enough newer people here to do it. Here's the thumb for that gauntlet. This is my tournament saber. As you can see, all those stickers from different tournaments. I actually had to modify the script because it's underweight. So I had to put this, I had to tape a piece of metal to it to make it heavier. But this is what I'm going to be fighting with on Sunday, next Sunday. Yeah, thanks everybody. See how this has some little nicks in it right there? I need to file those down because they will run a piece of cloth around here. Oh, actually, it's actually not sharp. As long as it's not sharp, you're all right. Here's a mace, and I'll show you that falchion. We'll take the falchion outside, maybe. I almost never use this. That's why it looks brand new. But here's your mace. Same thing. It has to have a pin in it. See, there's a pin. This one actually doesn't have a wedge in the top. This actually might not even be legal to use now I'm looking at it. Because the other thing too, they'll flag it. It's not supposed to be blackened because they want to make sure you can see the welds. So actually this is not, I probably can't even use this anymore. I'm going to be at Castle. I am. And I'm going to live stream as much as I can. But yeah, this is actually not, I can't use this. Huh. There's no wedge in the top. There's only a pin. And it's blackened. You can't have blackened maces. Huh. How about that? Well, I'm glad now I know. And then this is the thing we came in to see. Yo! Yes! Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to see you there. Right? Oh, man. This is great. See, we're all friends and we beat the crap out of each other. Although I'm not doing melee. So we won't be fighting, right? I mean, because you're not doing duels, right? Or anything like that. Or, well, I guess you probably win anyway. We will still be there either way. Look at this thing. It's a chopper. So this thing is like really heavy. It's a little bit thicker than the others. Nice. Let me play a tune. See my ostrich feather selection up there? I have an ostrich feather for every color. Nice. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. I can't wait to see it, by the way. B, what's up? All right, so this here is if you want to make someone know, if you want to make your presence known. So this thing, see how it's shaped? It's very tip heavy, right? So that saber is really light and I can move it around. This thing here is for hitting people so hard that you want them there. Oh man, running. It's in quotes. I don't understand. Is that a quote from something I should know? Do. I can't play piano. My daughter does, as you can see. You know, I was like, why are you so good at that? Well, because she wrote in marker the numbers. But I don't care. Whatever. Write on the piano. I was like, how do you know all those notes? Well, I guess if you write the numbers on there in marker, I guess that's how you know what they are. Sorry. I'm still getting over a cough. I'm like almost over it. Yeah, that falchion is killer. And it's made specifically for fighting teams. So when I fight 5-on-5, Saturday, the 15th, I should be live streaming it on here. Oathless or anybody who might want to tune in. Unless there's horrible cell phone service, I'll be live streaming the event. Saturday. Not as in tomorrow, but next Saturday. Then I'll be fighting Sunday. Awesome. And it's probably going to be about this time, just so you know. It might start, sometimes it start like 10. I don't know what the start time is. I'll announce it. But so the last tournament I did, I live streamed my Buckler tournament. I got second place in it. It was cool. I live streamed the whole thing. I ended up winning something. See, so there's a lot of teams, right? Where, if you don't mind doxing your state, at least, or something, or you can tell me what state you're in. If it's off the top of my head, I might know. Or you can always look up the website Night Finder, and it will show you teams near you. And if you really want to, you go on the the Royals, I think. St. Louis. I think there's a team because they're named just like the Royals baseball team. Look up I'm saying it right? St. Louis. It's not St. Louis, right? I'm dumb. I'm an American. We don't learn geography, and even in our own country. But St. Louis, I think they have a team. Okay, St. Louis Royals, I believe, is the team where you're at. I could be wrong. All right, cool. So yeah, look. That's my first guess. And if so, they have some really good people that fight there. Yo, what's up, Cosmic Care Bear again? What's up, homies, hokies? It's all good. It's all the same. Yeah, and if you can't, and if that's not the team, look up Night Finder. It'll show team near you maybe. And last resort, Armored Combat Sports is the biggest community on the blue app that starts with an F. I love to say app names, but they get mad when I do. Being a live streamer is like really it sucks with the censorship. I love TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop. You gotta say that once in a while too. I'm surprised AI hasn't chimed in today. Yo, I'm glad. Yo, it's good to see you too. And what's up there? Someone else joined. Didn't say a name. What if you use chainmail? I don't know. Did chainmail was chainmail used on that armor style though? Oh well, you could have an open one. You talking about? Yeah, people have the open ones, the chainmail. Then you probably would be able to turn your head a little more. I have seen those. It kind of has to match. Yeah, you have to use the blue app that starts with an F. Armored Combat Sports. It's so stupid you got to say stuff like that. Even talk about something else. I love TikTok Shop. See, I said I love TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop. And what happened? 3 more people came by. You also have to say, well, all right, we got 10 minutes. I'm not leaving yet, but we're going to pretend we are. Well, that's it, everybody. It's good to see you. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. TikTok Shop. I love TikTok Shop. All right, I guess I'm gonna log out, everybody. We'll see if someone else tunes in. That's it. Yo, everybody, be safe. Have fun out there. Don't do anything a knight wouldn't do. And, yo, what's up, Rex? That's it for the day. Yo, what's up, Josh? Love TikTok Shop. See? Yo. Nuh-uh. No way. You've got to be pulling my leg, Josh. I don't see how that... Josh says for GG. You got to be kidding me, right? I don't know how this works, so I don't know if it's a joke or not. Oh, too kind. Yo, thanks for that. You got to be joking me about that. I just was saying, sometimes if you go, yo, like, we love TikTok Shop, like, more people tune in. And it just happened to do that. Or you say, well, that's it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Yo, Richard Jackman was not, yo, see what I mean? And he starts saying, you're going to, yo, oh, man, he is here. Oh, my God, everybody. You want to know who one of the best fighters I know? Richard Jackman. Yo, what's up? Oh, my God. I had a video of him chopping people on my, like, it was a couple years ago. I think we last, like, we're at an event together. Yo, Josh. Okay, thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I see. As soon as you start talking about TikTok Shop, people come by. Oh, no, it's for real. We were talking, yo, oh, man. And I was just talking about how when you start saying, well, that's it for the live stream today, everybody, then everybody comes by. And sure enough, it's happening. Yo, what up? Hey, it's good to see ya. It's been a while. And I'm not lying either, everybody. Dude, I can't beat that guy. He beats the crap out of people. In armor. And we're all friends, right? Oh, man. Guess what? If I ever get to the point, which is going to happen, I'm going to have so many more friends because I'm going to become a marshal one day. You can become a referee in the sport. It's going to be a couple years. Right, yeah. We're all friends before and after. You just beat each other up in the meantime. You can. Yeah, you can get there's different leagues. Like I had it sucks because I had a lot of stuff happen and I got hurt last year and I was in this little league. And so there's a thing now called Armored AF. If you want to look them up on here, and they have a league. But they had a whole year of the fighting and I was in it, but then I got hurt. I got hurt at a Star Wars party. Believe it or not. Stupid. I pulled a groin muscle and I missed the whole season. But I was in it, you know. I actually, the one year I won two times, two little MMA fights in the same night. I picked one up to volunteer because someone dropped. And I was doing pretty good. And there's a belt you can win at the end. However, I missed a lot of it, so I didn't get to fight for a belt. But there are belts. So that had an actual belt. They used to do a shield. You know, there was a shield. It was a really decorative shield instead of a belt. Oh, Tin Man! That's who we were drinking the eggs with last night. I was talking about that. These side-to-sides like this are such good exercise, man. Yo, yep, trying to increase that stamina bar. Let me get 60 more hits in and I'll catch up with chat. Like 30 more. Oh. Tyler. And thanks for following, Tyler. True. What's up, True? That's our friend there. Yo, our friend Bob. You know, the neighbors came by earlier. They walked by here. Like, he's doing this thing. He's talking to his phone. Hitting the dummy. I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years in my backyard. Like, they know. They walked by earlier. There's a fence there, so you can't really see, but I saw, you know. There's the punching bag was closer to their house, so sometimes it'd be up. I'd feel bad, like, really early or late. Early in the morning, late at night. Like, I don't want to wake people up. Yeah, same thing. You can lose a shield, lose a belt. The next, actually, you don't even care. You know, you're just known as a champion. You have it, you know. Whoever's the champion at the end of the next season gets that shield or belt. But a lot of times there's no belts. I do have a belt. So I've been winning awards. Need Sleep, what's up? Sorry, I did not address you by name. I'm sorry I missed you by name when you tuned in. What's up, Corey? So I've been winning these. Every tournament I've done this year, I've gotten at least one medal. And you get a plaque. And I've been putting all the plaques on this belt. And in February, when I go fight, I'm wearing my awards on my belt. I appreciate it, Eddie. I hope. Catastrophe, what's up, Cat? Yo, Corey. I'm going to wear the medals I earned this whole season for the first tournament for next year as an intimidation factor or a coolness factor or a dork factor, however you want to look at it. I'm wearing my medals to fight. I have a whole half belt full of them. I've not won any. I've won first place medal. I'm so disappointed. I'm happy. Like, don't get me wrong. It's been a lot of fun, but this year I just wanted to see how good I was. I'm a second place. I'm in between a 2 and a 3rd place person. Every tournament, I swear to you, except for one, I got at least one medal. Sometimes 2. Sometimes 1, sometimes 2. And I'm going to wear them when I fight. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make another set in here. Then we got to write down 2. I got one more set. Then I'm gonna have to start wrapping up. I gotta go. I'll take the armor off, and then I'll say bye. But I have to go meet my mom at 1 for lunch. I have to take a shower still. This stuff stinks, by the way. Those videos when I was going out to the club in armor, like, I'm surprised that those girls are even hanging on me, man. Like I said, I sprayed some of that Gucci cologne on here. I'll show you the medals. All right. I'm going to do a set of 120. I'm going to write them down. We'll go and I'll show you the medals. And then I got to go. Just, yeah, it's cool. Check it. I got a belt full of them. It's not full, but at every tournament I have at least 1 medal. All right, here we go. Cat! And this set, we'll dedicate this set's for you, Cat. Last set. Oh, and Tin Man. Only 1 set. I do 2, but I got to go soon. Ooh, it's a little tiring. Whoops. Ooh, getting a little sloppy. Ten more to go, right? To be 120. There's the bell, the church bell. All right, let's go show you the medals. I love the church bell. Yo, Cora. Oh, let's write this down. There's 2 sets to do. I did not write it down on here, but just so you can see, 420,000. If you couldn't even read that on this angle, and we did 14 sets, 120. All right, yo, band. Greetings from Spain. Oh, check this out. Check this out. If you're from Spain, I was just showing this off. Look at this. All right, see this? Look, this is my one-hander. Da, 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 da. Oh, Spain. I don't know if you recognize that. Coracata. So, man, my arms are shaking after that set. Sorry. There, yeah, this is boop-a-doop. All right, and then we're gonna look at these medals. Rain on power, yeah. I was talking to chat, begging for a recharge in my stamina bar. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You could fight for a long time. You gotta conserve your energy. You're not gonna sit there and swing 120 times on somebody in a medieval battle. Do you know what I mean? It's a little different right now. For this sport tournament stuff, I'm looking for there it is. There it is. There it is. Here's the belt with the medals. Hear them all? Oh, you're not from Spain, from Ireland. Aha. Yo. Oh, wait, no, band is from Ireland. Yeah, but I was saying, I believe it was. So I bought that axe. I didn't use it there, but I bought that axe. I bought a set of armor. He threw the axe in for free. He's like, He's like, pick a weapon. I was like, that axe. All right, here we go. This is the belt I'm wearing. That's it. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did let's see. And I think I did 8 tournaments. I said there's one where I didn't get any. So I've got at least 1 medal at every tournament. And I'm gonna wear this. It covers my whole right side. And we'll see. Maybe I'll have another 1 or 2 to put on it after this weekend. But I'm going to wear it as like an intimidation factor. I'm wearing my medals to fight. Those medals. Oh, Eddie, thanks for following. That was them, right? And I'm going to wear this. This is what's going on over my armor. Hopefully we get one or 2 more this weekend. Thanks about the congrats. And yeah, it's going to be good. So I'm going to be fighting people that lost to me that gave me those medals. You know, like an intimidate. And I'll be fighting people that beat me too. You win some, you lose some. There's people I fought that I've beaten, and they. Oh God, I got stuck in the door. All right, let's get this armor off, and I got to get a shower. All right. Well, I tell you what, everybody. So I don't know how the live stream this weekend is gonna be a little hectic. My daughter and I are going to see Paul McCartney concert. I will probably not have another live. I really don't think I'm gonna be on again tonight. Tomorrow's gonna have to be early. I'm getting some hits in on Bob, like usual. Tomorrow in the daytime before the concert. And Sunday. It will probably be for sure Sunday evening, maybe Sunday daytime, and then we're gonna be back to the normal scheduled thing next week, Monday through Friday. Next week, I'm gonna be on here like literally the whole freaking day. You'll have to put up with me. These arms are from I don't lift weights. It's just from swords. I swear on my life, I've not lifted a weight on purpose. Probably in 145 days at least. Probably not even before that. Just running around doing cardio, fighting armor. Although I lifted weights for like 20 some years, so it's probably muscle memory. Thank you. Drew, what's up? And thanks. Tell you what, tomorrow morning, probably like 8 or 9, I'm going to try at least get an hour in. Thanks for tuning in. And, you know, this is what I do if you're new. And a lot of us aren't new. You already know. All right, but I got to go meet my mom soon. Got to take a shower, do that. Everybody have a good day, safe day. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you in another one. Thanks for the likes at the end.